Excuse me, may I ask you some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
What's your name, please?
My name is Quyên.
When if you had only 24 hours to live, what would you do?
If I had only 24 hours to live, I would come back home.
So you could come back home?
Yes.
If you bumped your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your name and your address?
If I bumped my car into another car, but nobody saw I do it, I would leave my name and address.
So you could leave your name and your address?
Yes.
If you could live anywhere, where would you live?
If I could live everywhere, I would live in Ho Chi Minh City.
So you could live in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yes.
If you could speak any other language besides English, which language you like to speak?
If I could speak other languages, I would like to speak Chinese.
So you would like to speak Chinese?
Yes.
If you didn't have enough money to the bus home, if you didn't have enough money to get the bus home, what would you do?
If I didn't have enough money to get the bus home, I would call my friends.
So you would call your friends?
Yes.
If you had an accident and you had to be at home to recover for a long time, what would you do to relieve the boredom?
If I had an accident and I had to be at home to recover for a long time, I would read books to relieve the boredom.
So you would read books. To relieve the boredom.
Yes.
If you could stop a bad habit that you have, what would you stop?
If I could stop a bad habit that you have, I would stop watching films.
So you would stop watching films?
Yes.
If you could do any job, what would you like to do?
If I could do every job, I would like to be a pilot.
Pardon?
If you could do every job, I would like to be a pilot.
So you would like to be a pilot?
Yes.
If you found a suitcase full of $1 million, what would you do?
If I found a suitcase full of $1 million, I would take it to police station.
Pardon?
If you found a suitcase full of $1 million, I would take it to the police station.
So you would take it to the police station?
Yes.
If you had to choose between love and no money or money and no love for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
If I had to choose between love and no money, or money and no love for the rest of my life, I would choose money.
So you would choose money?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
How about you? What's your name, please?
My name is Trang.
If you had only 24 hours to live, what would you do?
If I had only 24 hours to live, I would come back home.
So you would come back home?
Exactly.
If you bumped your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your name and address?
Pardon?
If you bumped your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your name and address?
If I bumped my car into another car, but nobody saw I do it, I could leave my name and address.
So you could leave your name and address?
That's right.
If you could live anywhere, where would you live?
If you could live everywhere, I could live in Japan.
So you would live in Japan?
Exactly.
If you could speak another language besides English, which language would you like to speak?
If I could speak other languages, I could like to speak German.
So you would like to speak German?
That's right.
If you didn't have enough money to get the bus home, what would you do?
If I if I didn't have enough money to get the bus home, I would call my friend.
So you would call your friends.
Exactly.
If you didn't, if you had an accident and you had to be at home to recover for a long time, what would you do to relieve the burden?
If I had an accident and had to be at home to relieve. Sorry. If I had an accident and I had to be at home to recover for a long time, I would read books and listen to music to relieve the burden.
So you would read books and listen to music to relieve the burden.
That's right.
If you could stop a bad habit that you have, what would you stop?
If I could stop a bad habit that I have, I would stop surfing the internet.
So you would stop surfing the internet.
Exactly.
If you could do any job, what would you like to do?
If I could do any job, I like to be an engineer.
So you like to be an engineer?
Exactly.
If you found a suitcase full of $1 million, what would you do?
If I found a suitcase full of $1 million, I would take it to the police station.
So you would take it to the police station.
Exactly.
If you had to choose between love and no money, or money and no love for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
If I had to choose between love and no money, or money and no love for the rest of my life, I choose money.
So you choose money?
Exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chào Trang.
Ciao.